So it's 2015. Why did you, is that the reason you decided that you wanted to move towards the business arena, and using SEO and Google to be able to get more visibility for people's businesses?
Yeah, that was it. I switched from the children's media company because my business partner was a real business person who took it as a business, and I took it as this fun project. He took the company over basically using the legal system to take it away from me, leaving me with nothing. The company still exists. It's still profitable.
wow.
My first company still exists, and it's still profitable for the person that I sold it to at the time. So I have now 66 years combined corporate experience, although I'm not in the other two companies. 66 years of companies that are actually making money and have been making money since day one. And the switch, though, from the children's media company to Kalicube had a little hiccup in the middle, because I was trying to sell my services to corporations. They would Google my name after a meeting, and at the top it would say Jason Barnard is a cartoon blue dog called Boo-Wah. And that would lose me sales. People would say, I'm not entrusting this guy who's a voiceover artist and a screenwriter for a cartoon blue dog. He is not going to be a great person to run my digital marketing strategy. So I then set about re-educating Google and saying, yes, I'm a screenwriter. Yes, I'm a cartoon blue dog. But the focus today is on digital marketing. So I got it to understand that I was the cartoon blue dog, but the focus is now on digital marketing. So now if you search it, it says Jason Barnard Digital Marketing. And it makes me look like a superstar digital marketer entrepreneur, whereas 10 years ago, Google made me look like a superstar blue dog.
So what were the components of the way that you're able to, in essence, train Google to give the information? Like, how do you do that for your clients, and how did you do it for yourself as well?
Well, that's exactly the question. Is what I did for myself. I then realized this is a product. This is a service that I can provide to others. And strangely, nobody else in the world does this.
No.
I can't believe that 26 years after I started working on the internet, 1998, that nobody else has explicitly gone into a service provision whereby they're explicitly saying, we are going to re-educate the machine, or we're going to educate the machine. So what I needed to do was stand where my new audience is looking. So all of the information about me online was in Music Brains, in IMDb. Wikipedia talked about me as a musician and a cartoon maker. I was on ISNI and the National Libraries of France, of the UK, and it was this guy as a musician, an author, and an actor and a screenwriter. So what I needed to do was then create the content on the platforms where my audience, my new audience, digital marketing, business people looking for digital marketers, where they were looking.
So are you writing blogs? Are you contributing to Reddit? Are you adding in Wikipedia entry for your new? These are all the ways that, and how do you know now what those key elements are? If someone's an entrepreneur that's listening to this show that's going through that transition into more corporate or more business focus from a previous career, what are the key points that you need to attack, to change, to re-educate Google in another area for yourself?
Right, which is a lovely question, because I did exactly what you just said. I guessed.
Right.
I thought, this is probably right, that's probably right, that's probably right. I'll write for this media site, I'll go to this webinar. Sorry, I'll appear in this webinar, I'll go to that conference, I'll guest post for this one, that one, the other. I guessed. When I chose the podcasts I would guess on, I guessed reasonably well. But what could have taken me a year took me 3 years.
Right.
Because I was guessing. So I then built Kalicube, which is a Kalicube Pro, which is a SaaS platform that we use internally, 2 billion data points. And it now tells me, based on 2 billion data points, exactly which ones to do in what order, which is how we can reduce that time frame from 3 years to 1 year.
And so are we talking about for myself, so I've got a podcast booking agency. Say I want to promote myself more in the podcast arena.